What's up, everybody? My name is Jeremy Jones and I'm back with another video. Today I'm talking my weekly sneaker rotation, so stay tuned.
Got a lot of things changing in my life. Hoping one day I'ma get it all right. Brother is engaged, about to start a new life. Yeah, I haven't had a chill day. Really wanna vibe, appreciate the moments. I've been creating, not scrolling. Mom and dad still supporting.
Alright, man, I'm back with another video, man. Before I get too deep into this video, y'all already know what to do. Go and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you're new, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Alright, so let's dive into today's video. Just like I said in the intro, man, I am back with another weekly sneaker rotation. Now, this should be week 50 to the best of my knowledge, right? And if I'm wrong, feel free to correct kid down in the comment section. Yeah, man, it's already been like week 50. I started this series off at the beginning of the year in 2023, and here we are, it's already week 50. I actually challenged myself to, like, man, drop one every single week. And, you know, now as I get closer to that goal to do it for all of 2023, it's looking more realistic. There's been times where, let's just say, it was a little bit of struggle, man, but we're here. Week 50, right? Okay. If I didn't say it already, I'll make sure y'all hit that like button. It really helps the channel out, and sub up to the channel if you're new and if you haven't done so already. But enough rambling, man. Let's just go ahead and just start this off with this weekly sneaker rotation. Also, sign up for that sold out Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the comment section, and it is free to sign up. Talk more than just sneakers over there. We got a little bit of everything. We got anything from food, sneaker news, of course, like I just said, that we got a lounge just if you just want to just, you know, speak your opinion on XYZ, right? Okay, within reason, right? Okay, but other than that, man, enough rambling. Y'all know I pretty much end things off on a Friday, then pick right back up on a Saturday. So starting off this Saturday, right? Okay, the kids stepped out in none other than the Air Jordan 1 trophy rooms. Now, this was my Saturday wear, a shoe that I don't really wear enough in my opinion, but I had to wear, I feel like, something, you know, that I haven't put on in a while, because that's when I went to go pick up the Air Jordan 11 Gratitude. So I wanted to, you know, I don't know, it just felt right. And I got actually compliments when I was up in Foot Locker. If you guys haven't checked out the Gratitude 11 mall vlog, the Gratitude 11 mall vlog, y'all be sure to check that joint out. I also still owe y'all a reviewing on feet. That video is definitely coming as well. But pretty much this was my Saturday shoe, man. A shoe that I don't wear enough. The only thing I'm missing is the blue laces for these guys, which I may go back and dab and try to find them if the price is okay. But then again, I'm not gonna pay like $300, $400, $500 for some shoestrings, dog. No, but I mean, I don't know how much you're going, right? I'm just throwing that out there. But this is arguably one of my favorite shoes in my collection. Jordan 1s in general, it's probably the majority of my sneaker collection. And if you're not careful, I guarantee if you probably sit down and look at your collection, you wouldn't be surprised you got way more Jordan 1s than you probably anticipated, man. But overall, one of my favorite shoes in my collection. Definitely you can see that it could use a little bit of cleaning, but this is a shoe I'm definitely probably afraid to clean, period. But overall, this is what I wore on Saturday, was the Air Jordan 1 trophy rooms. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna move right along on to Sunday. I needed a break, bro. And you know, Sunday is the time where I kind of like reset. Sunday's like my reset. That's why I rarely ever drop videos on Sunday. Even though I did drop that mall vlog on Sunday, I still was at the crib. So pretty much I chilled out on Sunday, and the YEEZY slides, and this is the pure colorway, if I'm mistaken. Yeah, I'm not mistaken, this is what these call. And yes, these joints are gone, and it's probably like, Jay, go ahead and just go ahead and trash these joints, but they still comfortable and broken in. But at the same time, this is literally just around the house. You probably will not see me out and about in these. If I'm out and about in some YEEZY slides, it won't be this colorway. Now, when I'm traveling, I travel in YEEZY slides. This used to be my travel shoe, but now I got other YEEZY slides for that. But pretty much this was my Sunday shoe, YEEZY slide, and I'm almost positive this was the pure colorway. And if I'm wrong, feel free to correct kid down in the comment section. Arguably, right, and debatable, one of the most comfortable shoes you can own in your collection if you're just looking for comfort and something just around the house or something to run errands in or travel, right? Okay, so this was my Sunday shoe, was the YEEZY slides. Cool, now we're gonna move right along on to Monday. Y'all know I work a full-time job, so I was right back at the work. And I guess I was just in YEEZY theme, so I stepped in Monday and none other than the Bread 350 V2 YEEZY. Now, this shoe I did have to pay resale on, but I think I was patient enough, because once these joints dropped again, I had no choice but to cop these guys because I couldn't pass up on them anymore. So again, I would say comfort level is good, but also overrated, right? Okay, there are some Jordans or Nikes that are better than this, but I guess when you look at the overall mass majority of Jordans and Nikes compared to these, then yeah, these probably would win. But at the end of the day, wearing them, they don't feel no better or worse than necessarily some Jordans or Nike. Now, there are some Jordans that, hey, you need to break them in, right? Okay, but this was my Monday shoe, was the Yeezy 350 V2 in the bread colorway. Y'all know I'm a sucker for red at this point, if you haven't figured it out. So, and black is one of my favorite colors as well. So you put them together, you got a great combination if you ask the kid, but that's just me and only if you're asking. So this was my Monday shoe, was a Yeezy 350 V2 bread. Cool, now we're gonna move right along on to Tuesday. I kind of wanted to switch it up. A shoe that I probably don't wear enough. A shoe that I probably contemplated on like selling, but I can't find myself to sell it because I actually really do like the shoe. I just don't have many fits that I can get off with it. But anyway, on Tuesday, I stepped in none other than the Air Jordan 3, and this is the Knicks colorway. No, I'm not from New York, and no, I'm not a Knicks fan, and you know, and I don't have any hate towards New York, but at the end of the day, the colors on this shoe just look nice to me, and I like rocking this fit sometimes, like certain fits with these, and people probably would think I'm probably from New York, but I will say low key, when I was younger, I was the person that always wanted to move to New York, and then when I got older and going there, it's kind of one of those places I see like, you either have to go there and adapt or you have to grow up there, in my opinion. Not taking shots at the New Yorkers, man. Salute to the New Yorkers, but it's kind of one of those areas you can't, a weekend there can be hit or miss, right? Okay, I've only been there like a couple weekends. Like I've been there twice and I only went there for over the weekend. And I can say like, those are usually like hit or miss. Wasn't a bad experience, but I know it could be much better. So I said next time if I ever go back to New York, I'm meeting with the local and I'm gonna move how they move. And that's the best way I can just describe the experience with New York. But anyway, Air Jordan 3 Knicks, what I rocked on Tuesday. Now, I'm not a major sucker for orange, but for some strange reason, again, these just popped for me. I think it really was the blue lining and just the overall blue hits on it. It really just sold it for me. So this was my Tuesday shoe, was the Air Jordan 3 Knicks. Cool, now we're gonna move right along on to Wednesday. To be honest, was at work, but the kid had a actual like dentist appointment, so I was pretty much busy all freaking Wednesday, like pretty much from the time I got to work till time to start the live, right? Okay, the kid was just in mood, so pretty much on Wednesday I stepped in none other than the Air Jordan 12, and this is the breads. Now y'all know I guess I'm kind of like on bread theme, but at the same time 12s is arguably one of my favorite shoes. I'll say next to the ones, the 12s is probably the runner-up of the shoe I have the most, ironically, right? Okay, and I know they usually give the 12s to the hood, but at the same time, I feel like a little bit of all of us got a little bit of hood in us, right? Okay, no, I'm not hood at all, but I guess depending on who you ask, right? Okay, but I feel like we all got a little bit in us, but black and red, again, one of my favorite colors, so they can drop this shoe I don't know how many times or make a different version of it, and I'm most likely, right, unless they just really, really tweak it a little too much for me, I probably will most likely cop, right? Okay, so this was my Wednesday shoe, was the Air Jordan 12 bread. A shoe that, yeah, I don't regret buying, and I could arguably wear this shoe every single day and probably wouldn't even trip over it. But anyway, this was my Wednesday shoe, was the Air Jordan 12 bread. Cool, now we're gonna move right along on to Thursday. This is usually like a day where at work where it should be chill, but sometimes it could be busy. So I usually don't try to my best to like jinx myself. Usually just try to prep. And this is pretty much, I was told, right? And this is how I grew up and how I was raised. If you can make it through Wednesday, you can make it through the rest of the week. So pretty much it's like me counting down, so to speak. So pretty much Thursday, I want to just be very chill. And I stepped in none other than the Air Jordan 7 Bordeaux, right? Okay. A shoe that, like, I'll put it like this. If 8s isn't like the one of the least favorites, 7s are one of the least favorites as well, along with the 2s, if we're gonna make a list of like least favorite Jordans. However, right, that don't define the comfort level on a 7. If you don't own a pair of 7s, I would say comfort level, if you're looking for a comfortable, this is what you're looking for. See, but this is the thing, right? This is the gray area. Usually when people be like, yo, recommend a good Jordan sneaker to me, but I want it super comfortable. And in my eyes, I'm like, the best ones are not always the most comfortable ones if you ask the kid, right? Okay, but if I throw this out there, like, hey, these are pretty good, they'd be like, meh, like they be looking for something a little extra, right? Okay, but pretty much this was my Thursday shoe, was the Air Jordan 7 Bordeaux, man. A shoe that I don't know. It's got like sentimental value for me, right? Okay, like that's pretty much what it is for me. It's kind of one of those, this could easily be a beater shoe for me, and it kind of is a little bit, as you can see probably how I did the toe box, but at the same time, still get compliments when I rock these joints. I feel like they know what it is when the kid's stepping in these joints, man. But a shoe that I can say that I probably could wear more of, but at the same time, when your collection grows, you really just want to, well, I'll speak for myself. As my collection grows, I really just want to wear all my sneakers at the end of the day, because at this point, I feel like if I'm buying it, I want to wear it, right? Okay, I don't want no shoe just sitting around collecting dust, and I know you can't wear them all at the same time, right? But anyway, this was my Thursday shoe. Was it Air Jordan 7 Bordeaux? All right, cool, man. So we're going to close out the week pretty much Friday. This is a shoe where usually sometimes Friday I try to show off, but then sometimes I'm like, not really. And when I say show off, I mean like try to put on something that normally I wouldn't wear out the norm, but at the same time, sometimes that could be almost any shoe, and I don't want no shoe left behind, right? Okay, so pretty much on Friday, I stepped in none other than the infrared 6s. Now, Nike check on the back of these joints, so these will be in my collection until whenever, right? Okay, 6s is another shoe where I feel like it's a love-hate shoe, and there's only certain models that we're really gonna rock with. I've seen 6s sit a lot too, so it's one of these like they can only drop certain colorways. But granted, if I'm not mistaken, infrared 6 is the first pair of shoes Jordan 1 is ringing, right? Or I know he won a ring in them at least. I'm not gonna say the first, but I know he won a ring in these guys, right? Okay, sound off in the comment section and feel free to correct the kid, because you know, I don't write none of this stuff down. This is just straight off memory. But again, one of my favorite shoes in my collection, the 3M on these joints, immaculate. Even though they're like hint of pink, it's still like a good comfort, and I feel like it's not that overly done pink where it's like, you know, people gotta say something. Everybody, it's one of these shoes, if you know, you know. Now, if you look at the original infrared, that was a different type of like red actually on there. It was more, I wish they would go back to like the original colorway, right? Okay, versus like this more pinkish lookish colorway. That original infrared joints, different ball game. I will buy those all day long. But anyway, man, again, another one of like my favorite shoes in my collection. Pretty much, if it's behind me at this point, I could easily argue that, say like these are arguably probably one of my, I have something, probably some type of special feeling about every last one of the shoes behind me at this point. But anyway, this was my Friday shoe, was the infrared 6s. Yeah, a shoe that I don't wear enough, but I can say that it's probably about any shoe in my collection. But anyway, infrared 6s for Friday, and that should close this week out for this weekly sneaker rotation. This was week 50, man. What do you guys think? Sound off in the comment section, because I want to know what you guys wore throughout the week as well. Really appreciate the people that do put that in the comment section as well. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of this thing and stop rambling, man. Y'all be sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you're new, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Again, my name is Jeremy Jones, and thank you for watching, and I'm out.